Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we got a big one. We're finishing off chapter 3 here, and we're going to be heading into Riovanes Castle. Now, we need to talk about our characters and our builds going in, because I've mentioned it before, but I really want to drive it home. This combination here, mana shield, mana font. Get it. Super good, especially in this spot in the game. Going in though, right now I have Ramza as a dragoon. Let's take a look at his job real quick. Let's put me in the corner. Job wise, I'm trying to unlock samurai with him, and he's going to be switching into a samurai for chapter 4. Which again, we're at the end of chapter 3 here, so very shortly going to be unlocking samurai for him. But for this section of the game, we are going to go to the tried and true monk combination here. Additionally, everybody else, you also notice, take a look at my accessory there. The Hermes shoes. This is just giving us +1 to our speed. Speed is by far the most important stat in the game, in my opinion. If you have speed, you're going before everybody else. So speed, we really want speed. I got Agrias here, she's going to be a main staple. Actually, I think we're going to switch her to Geomancer very soon. But she also has the Hermes shoes there. And then we obviously have Lettuce, and then we have Evangeline as well. They are going to be making some changes soon as well. But equipment wise, you can see we got the oops, sorry about that. They have a speed hat here, and then also the boots. So double speed for our spellcasters. Really strong. The only other one that I want to show off here, Robert here, we need to go back into Dragoon to unlock polearms, because the jump function there, that ability, you get more damage when you have a polearm and you use that. But it pairs nicely with Ninja here, because ninjas are already very quick. Going to be even quicker here with the green beret and the Hermes shoes here, +2 to our speed. Oof, really strong. Damon here, our knight, he's not going to change jobs ever, by the way. Evangeline or Lettuce, I think we'll change jobs for them in chapter 4, but Damon is set. He's going to be our just super powerhouse. You can see there, he's in his final form because he has teleport. This is one of the best movement abilities in the game, but with the Ivalice Chronicles, it comes from Time Mage, but it costs like 3,000. Let's go to somebody who doesn't have it yet. It costs 3,000 JP points. That's a lot, especially for a movement ability. Is it worth it? Depends. Because Damon, his job, and the build we were going for is a knight, getting this setup doesn't take very long. So we have the rest of the game where we're like, okay, what do we do? I think it's a perfect situation here for him to be a Time Mage, or go into Time Mage and get teleport, because he's already done, he's set, he's good to go. The only other path you would go down is going to Bard here and getting movement +3, but we already had Time Mage unlocked. Why fuss around getting to Bard when we can just focus on Time Mage and get teleport there? So that is the squad going in. Kind of nervous about this one because this is a very notorious section in the game. But let's just get straight into it. Oh, remember to do your errands and stock up on potions. All the normal stuff there. Here we go.
Ah, a warmest welcome to you both. I do hope you found my halls to your liking. They may lack the grandeur of Lazalia's, but I find they make up for it in other ways.
We already know that Duke Barrington, he's kind of a scumbag, and he just looks like a scumbag too.
Castles built as seats of governance are so dreadfully plain, would you not agree? There's such greater beauty in a fortress built for war.
Now his whole thing in the area and the geography of this section of Ivalice, basically it's like a fortress castle location, a very highly defensible spot, and they focus on like forges, building up army and equipment. And remember, he hasn't sided with either Duke Goltana or Duke Larg. Now he may lack the numbers that both of those forces have, but say they got into a civil war like they're in now, and they deplete both of their sides, he would have a very easy time probably going in there and sweeping up and taking control for himself.
Ivalice herself would seem to be in agreement. Ever has she been ruled by men with power. Some might see this latest upheaval as a sign the crown, in its austere seat, has lost the strength to reign her.
Your summons spoke of matters more pressing than the style of Lazalia's keep.
Must everyone be in such haste?
I love the voice acting, but yeah, you're just like, this guy's just slimy.
Very well. I shall ask you outright. Will you not join your strength with mine?
Now, Ramza speculated last episode that the church already had some hand in Duke Barrington's his plan. He speculated that they're in cahoots. But we have Duke Barrington talking to the Templars now. And remember, the Templars are a section of the church. They're not necessarily the Church of Galapagos like themselves.
As I said a moment ago, it is power that rules Ivalice. Who do you think now holds power? Duke Larg, the White Lion? Or Duke Goltana, the Black? No. I can assure you it is not they. The ones who hold true power are the ones who hold the Zodiac Stones. The Knights Templar.
So, he's aware of the Zodiac Stones. To what extent? Let's find out. And Fulmarv here, he's playing dumb, because we know he knows.
The stones are said to possess phenomenal magic, far surpassing any arcane apparatus or enchanted relic one might care to mention. They are even held to be responsible for the cataclysm that laid waste to Molond in bygone days.
We'll take a look at Milan, probably in chapter 3.
While this is generally regarded as a fairy tale, I know for a fact that Saint Ajora himself once wielded the stones. And using their power, he annihilated his foes. No mere fable invented to inspire the masses this, but a true miracle of the gods. Now, at this very moment, you and yours seek the stones. What do you wish to achieve with such fearsome might?
Speak you in seriousness, Your Grace.
Still playing dumb.
Forgive me, but I would never have expected a man like yourself to believe in such utter fantasy.
So Saint Ajora, from the scriptures of Germanique was his 13th disciple. Remember, there's a lot of parallels between Christianity and the Church of Galapagos when it comes to this game. So Germanique betrayed Saint Ajora, but Saint Germanique also stated that Saint Ajora is not the chosen one. In fact, he was a spy sent by another nation to destabilize the ruling empire that was in Ivalice. So he basically cooked up this whole fairy tale about being the chosen one, but he did come into possession of the Zodiac Stones.
You mean to tell me that you do not? For Knights Templar, you exhibit a surprising lack of faith in the holy power of the Zodiac Stones. I find that rather curious. I had heard that the Cardinal's death was somehow connected to the stones.
Truly? As I had it, the Cardinal had taken ill.
Is that so? Might I ask, then, the reason you seek that young Beoulve? I can only imagine what he must have done to earn the label of heretic.
The Inquisitors do not share with us the reasons for their decisions.
Remember, similar to the Knights Templar, the Church also has their Inquisitors. They're under the same umbrella, but they're not the same faction.
So, even the Knights Templar know nothing at all. How terribly convenient. Still, I wonder if there could not be some detail you are simply forgetting. Marak!
Father, forgive me.
So this is why Duke Barrington was sitting there acting like the way he is. Like Fulmarv, I know you know. Let's cut the crap. Let's talk business. But Fulmarv, very almost like sworn to secrecy of some sort. Like he really keeps it on the down low.
Your meaning becomes clearer.
But now he knows the jig is up.
Your boy was carrying Scorpio and Taurus, which we've taken for safekeeping.
You worthless fool of a son.
Oof. Hell of a slap.
Pardon my intrusion, Your Grace, but your long-awaited guests are at our gate.
That's us.
Marak, would you kindly see to them?
What is it you wish, Barrington?
Well, he goes back and sits in his seat.
I said as much a few moments ago. It would be a mutually beneficial arrangement, I assure you.
And if we were to refuse?
Then I suppose I'd be forced to unmask the Church's plot for what it is.
The stones alone prove naught.
In that you are correct, sir. But it would be hard to say the same of the scriptures of Germanique.
So again, those scriptures are kind of hard proof that Saint Ajora wasn't exactly who the Church says he was.
After all these years as naught but rumors, who could have guessed that the Church had them under lock and key in the vaults of Aubonne Monastery? Were their contents to be made public, I imagine the Church would suffer a dizzying fall from grace. Its faithful flock would scatter to the four winds. Of course, in order to save itself, the Church would most certainly deny the scriptures as false.
True.
But that still leaves our friends in high places. Larg, Goltana, even the Council, all would covet the scriptures for the power they offer.
So not only do the scriptures, the book there, it holds, a figurative power by just being power of knowledge and potentially the truth about Saint Ajora, which would completely undo the Church of Glabados if enough people would believe them. There's also a magical power involved with the scriptures that they'll delve into a little bit later. I don't want to spoil too much of it now, but it kind of answers the question: why did the Church just destroy them or burn them or anything like that? Why did they keep them? And that's kind of why. But you don't get that information until later in chapter 4.
Where are the scriptures?
We have them.
Oh, who could say? You of all people must know how easily such details can elude the mind's grasp.
Again, I love how Duke Barrington talks here. He thinks he holds all the cards, and in some respect, he kind of does.
Wiegraf, see to the mage who left a moment ago. I shall attend to matters here.
And then we're getting kind of like a tonal shift, where Full Marv is like, okay, jig's up. Let's just handle business.
Do not think to threaten me. This is a battle you cannot hope to win.
No, it is one we cannot possibly lose.
How the lights dim a little bit.
Who is there to oppose us, save you feeble-bodied humans?
Father?
Islud seems a little confused by this tone shift in his dad.
You misjudge the strength of your enemy, Gareth Barrington. There will be no sport in killing you.
You would raise arms against your host under his own roof?
The hospitality of your hall grows cold. I fear I shall have to take my leave. Once I've shown you the power of the stones.
So very quickly, this section of the game gives off a lot of horror vibes. Darker tones, and then the same happened with the Cardinal as well at the end of chapter 2, but we really didn't know what we were walking into until that last encounter. Whereas here, we know the players that we're going into something. Obviously, Ramza in the party, they don't. So this is another reason why this section of the game is just great. But we gotta break into the castle gate. I remember Islud, sorry, I keep calling him Islud. There's too many translations of this game with different names, but Isla there seemed a little confused about his father, and his father was able to call upon the stone
As you wish.
immediately,
Just try and stop me. I
meaning
shall
that
do my best.
he's done that before. It's not like what happened to Wiegraf there, where the stone only called out to him
At the ready.
when he was basically on death's door.
Please, Marak, heed my words. We can leave this place together.
Death is the price for disloyalty. You know this as well as I. The Grand Duke sees all debts paid in kind. Turncloaks are set upon by their once friends and hunted relentlessly. To flee this day is to live those that remain in fear, ever wondering when the knife will find its mark. Such is not a life I choose to lead. And nor should you.
Remember, Mark and Rafa there, more so Mark, has had a more privileged life. He's basically the Duke's right-hand man. He has power, and he basically doesn't want to lose that. So if he even tries to accept Rafa's truth, what she's trying to tell him, he would have to give all that up. But he's very much turning a blind eye to it all, and basically hoping that his sister will basically live a lie as far as being abused again and used, and knowing that Duke Barrington there killed their parents, destroyed their village. She is willing to basically stand up for, you know, what has already happened, and say like what this guy is doing to us is not right. Whereas Mark here, he's not ready to accept that.
If we but finish this one last task for him, the Grand Duke will release us both from his service. He swore as much to me.
Okay, here's another element, is they're almost done with like their service to the Duke. We kind of already know that's not true.
So stand aside, Rafa. Once I have slain the heretic, you and I are free.
Barrington swore it on what? His honor? The man lies, and we both know it. Believe him now, and you will spend the rest of your days as his assassin, as his tool.
I believe the Grand Duke. I must. There is no other way.
He's essentially like brainwashed.
I will kill that man and take the scriptures from his corpse, and then his grace will cut our chains.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. So it's not like Mark there's a bad guy. I mean, he's the worst brother, right? So maybe there is some redeeming quality in him that we can save him. A little bit of, again, he's more of a human character, has some flaws. You can see where he's coming from. Robert here, I didn't unlock the throw abilities, but I did this time, and we have a shuriken. The other thing was bombs. I don't know why the name didn't come to my head. I just called them like elemental orbs. No, they're elemental bombs, and they do like lightning, fire, ice. So that's another like strong thing ninjas can throw here. They also can throw every other weapon if you learn to unlock them. I usually don't do that because the really good weapons that you'd want to throw are rare, and it's like, I just don't want to throw them away like that. So I usually just try to stick to like the shurikens and stuff. But we also have jump, so we can just boing. And that'll get off before that knight gets to move. So you can see over in the little corner there, hidden away, is another knight, and he has the float ability. I love how he's just always hiding in there. But we'll wait with our white mage here and just cast haste on ourselves, because we're just going to end up using holy.
Not fail.
And then similar, we're just going to like, we want to get them all,
Best proceed with
those knights,
caution.
all to come to us. The only rub here is all the archers up top there, but we have auto potion. That's always going to proc, so we're completely safe. The enemy's not going to be doing enough damage to us. I think at some point, and same goes for our summoner or our black mage here, for lettuce, we'll just wait. But
Marek,
Yeah.
your sister has the right of it. We are not the ones you should be fighting.
Our problems are not your concern. You would do well to worry about your own sister. Hand over the scriptures of Germanique, and the Grand Duke may yet let you both live.
You mustn't heed him, Ramza. Even if my brother believes his own words, you'll get not a sliver of mercy from Barrington.
Yeah, no shit. We know this.
Once the man has what he desires, he will dispose of you both. Surrender the scriptures and you forfeit your only leverage. So long as you hold that book, your sister's life is guaranteed.
Yeah, almost somewhere in this castle. She was with
Marek,
Isla.
deep down you see it too, do you not? The Grand Duke is not to be trusted.
Be silent! You know nothing of our plight. Nothing! We have not the privilege of choice. We cannot simply choose to be free. You cannot begin to comprehend our struggle. No matter our orders, we must surrender to our master's will.
You're wrong, Marak. We are not bound as you believe. 'Tis fear that stays you, a fear that Barrington himself planted. Unless you find the courage to defy the man, forever will you cower in his shadow. Surely you do not wish this. And I, for one, refuse to suffer it any longer.
But I...
Starting to falter a little bit.
Do not allow Barrington to deceive you. His words are honeyed poison, concocted to manipulate hearts and minds. You have the strength, brother. Come with me, and let us be free at last.
Come on.
Now Ramza here, we just need to get in there, but also we do have Dragoon unlocked, but we're not going to be able to jump as far as our other character there, because again, we're just dipping into Dragoon so we can get Samurai. Oh, Agris.
Ramza, what is your intent for Grand Duke Barrington?
My intent for him? Why do you ask?
The man appears to be ignorant of the Orsite's secret if his demand is only for the scriptures of Germanique.
We know he actually does know about the Orsite.
With the book in hand, I posit that he merely seeks to gain political advantage over church and crown.
Vile though he is a man of station? Killing him would be ill-advised. Is that what you wish to say?
Indeed. 'Tis an easy thing to strike at the foe before you, but lest we forget, he stands in the line of succession.
So again, he's got some bloodline tied to the crown.
Very well. If he has not been corrupted like the Cardinal, then I shall overlook his ambitions. My foremost concern remains Alma. We will leave with her, and Rafa and Marek as well.
Onward.
Get what Agris is saying here, but it's also like, we've heard what this dude is planning and the extent he'll go to for it. I don't know how she's like, we'll just let him be. It's fine. It's like, no, this guy's got to go. Yeah. Okay. So we got Divine Ruination with her, which is the last Holy Sword ability as our Holy Knight, and it has a chance to confuse enemies, and it goes in a line as well. Very strong. So we'll be soon changing Agrius there out of her Holy Knight job. And again, I think we'll probably switch her to Geomancer because, again, Agrius, her physical attacks, not the highest. So her Holy Swords are based off physical attack, but she's a pretty good spellcaster. Damn, that guy hit hard. Whew. Oh, don't break our shield. Whew, okay. I want to show you guys my shield. That just reminded me of it. So we have the Aegis shield there. Gotta look at the stats for it. 50% chance to evade magical attacks. It also gives us some magic power as well. Always take a look at the equipment now in the game because they all are going to have like little specific nuances with them as far as stats. So even though something costs more and is like the next thing that you unlock, it might not be better for your build. So for in this instant here, I really want that magic power is good on Agrius here, but also the 50% or evasion for magical attacks, also really good. The other shields don't give you that much. So really strong shield there. Let's go ahead. Let's just kind of all converge toward the bridge there. And we're just going to start nuking them with Holy. Oh god, Holy's so good. And I think we'll just really make sure... Well, actually, let's get Robert up here. Because again, Ninja's super mobile. And we hit like a truck. So let's just take out Mark because his ability there, their mantras, most of the time they're probably going to miss. But there's that chance, there's that slight chance that they will absolutely nuke you. Good hit there.
Twice fought and twice defeated. I am no match for this one.
True. That's right. Back down. Just teleports away. We love it.
Don't you dare run, Marak! I have not finished!
I don't know how that works. How does she know where he's going? I wonder if there's like a magical residue that's left behind that she could almost like tail him off of with her own teleport. I don't know. That's how I assume it works. Because otherwise it's like, you have no idea where he's teleporting to. But we can just finish the fight off now that he's out of the way. Okay, this... It's a little overkill, and we have those black robes. And those are going to bump up our lightning attacks even further. That'll do. Save a little bit on MP. Aim 2. 0% chance to hit. Oh, but she's shooting right in front of me. Okay, I was like, why is she doing that? Boom. Okay, he's gone. Let's just keep moving along. Actually, we'll pivot over here for the knight. Deal with him. Ramza, you just need to kind of keep moving up. I want him to help out with the archers, but we're not built for a dragoon right now. So we're just kind of gonna buff ourselves, and then she can actually use Hallowed Bolt and get up there and hit the archers. But let's just keep dealing with the knight. Let's actually show Divine Ruination off. Not
by
in
heaven's
fast forward
will
mode.
upon heart etched, let minds impure be cleansed. Divine Ruination!
Very cool ability. Took off Confusion on him because we hit him. Because these archers are our next problem. Good shield block there. Shot our ninja point blank, but our ninja should be able to, I think, one-shot all of these. No, not yet. Gosh, okay, definitely. Oh, they're level 29 as well, so we're a little bit underpowered. That's fine. But Tactician mode here. Their health values are definitely ramping up. Starting to really notice that these enemies are getting a little bit chunkier. Because 250 health for an archer, a lot. The knights there almost have 300 health. That's crazy. So let's take out this knight. I think we'll just use a good old-fashioned flare. 85% chance. Let's go to our summons real quick. Cyclops. I don't think we've seen this one yet. 100% chance. Yeah, summoner abilities kind of a little bit better. Just a little bit, because I don't think they can be evaded, and I also don't think reflect works against summons. I could be wrong though, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, that there's those reflect doesn't reflect back summon spells. Question is he gonna get this jump off? I'm not gonna risk it. We'll just stick him with the pointy end. Move closer over here. You know what? Let's go ahead. We'll buff our black mage here too. Cyclops.
Is this the end?
Oof. That's a chunky bit of damage. We're going to be seeing a little bit of Cyclops pretty soon. Just keep plugging away at us. They can't do any damage at the moment. And I think we're just free to just wrap up the rest of this. Slowly whittle him down. Cast just a basic lightning or thunder on him. Keep regenerating our mana. Now, when it comes to that mana font, mana shield, that mana shield just took that shot. I don't know if you guys saw that. But when it comes to mana font and mana shield for our spellcasters here, it can work. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just how it's going to play out is you're probably just going to be able to get one big spell off, and then after that, it's going to be depending on if the enemies are targeting you. If you're going to get a second big spell off, but usually it's just going to be the lower tier of magic. So something like Haste, Thundara, and probably not anything big like Bahamut or Cyclops. So keep that in mind. But it is going to keep them alive the entire time. I mean, this is the other thing with Mana Font here, is your movement suffers a lot. So in a map with a lot of terrain like this, a little bit harder to move around and actually get into a good position. let's just go ahead and blast him. And then let's really make sure we're just doing as much damage to this knight. Get him low, perfect. This is basically it. We can just wait. Get Ramza over here. He's level 28. That's good. So we're not too far behind because this knight's only level 29. Everybody else is like around 27. They're done moving. I wonder if I could hit her with the holy. Probably. Ah, no, okay. Just one short, one short. These four archers, they've been shooting at us the entire time. They have advantage on the high ground, but because of auto potion, not gonna happen. And I think that's the fight here. So this isn't the bad part. Bad part's coming up. And this is the notorious section where a lot of people brick their saves. Or used to. Alright, that's it. Oh, now here's the next part.
Claws and fangs. Gods have mercy.
So we're kind of going into a shit show.
Pray let them be safe. Alma. And Rafa too.
Easy victory there. Hey, Robert, go ahead. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, ninjas. They just start to get they're just really powerful in this stage in the game, especially when you can bump up their speed, because their speed is tied to their ninja blades. So the higher speed you have, the more damage you'll do.
Ramza.
Got Alma here.
What was that? Your wounds. What did this to you?
A beast. Oh God, my limbs grow cold.
Be strong, sir.
Flee, my lady. Flee. There is only death here.
Again, setting the mood, the atmosphere here, that there is this Lucavi monster just going through and ripping and tearing through all these guards. And remember, this is like a fortress castle. They're built for war. You got poor Alma here. And yeah, she's just going out there. Very, very spooky. Spooky vibes. Alright, before we commence the battle, we need to change
Very well.
Ramza here. So again, Dragoon done with. We're going to be switching to Samurai, but not right now. Also, I don't think I've ever mentioned the combat sets here. You can save loadouts, which is a pretty nice feature, because that's just quick. There, done. Good to go. There are a lot of ways that you can beat this fight, but there's two main things you need. You need to be able to do a lot of damage, and then you also need to have some sort of survivability. Healing, mitigating damage. Luckily for us, because we're a monk, and we have something like chakra, there's our healing. Damage-wise, we have dual wield, and then monk fist do a lot of damage. We have aura blast, and we have shockwave as well. On top of that, more survivability with mana shield and mana font. Now our secondary job there, metal, that is for bumping up our stats. Very self-sufficient Ramza here. This is what, when I make a new file, a new game, I am always thinking about, what is my Ramza going to be at this point? And luckily, if you followed along, your Ramza should be ready to go. We'll talk about some other strategies after this fight, but that's the one we're going to go with. We're going to switch Agrius here. We're going to give her the mana shield, mana font ability. Now, that is going to kind of conflict with white magics, but I think we'll be able to get enough magic back or MP back with Mana Font there.
What?
I think I'm going to leave these two the same because I think they're going to have enough speed to stay out of trouble. I'm just worried about that auto potion. I don't know if that's going to be enough damage mitigation, but we'll find out. Robert, you're getting benched, even though he's the MVP, but it's time to bust out the Knight and just show his raw power. One of the biggest downsides to a Knight is their mobility, but teleport has us solved there, and then speed is also another issue Knights have. So we're helping out our speed, great mobility, critical HP recovery. Because we're a Knight, we already have a lot of health. So getting to that critical state is, we have a bigger window for it, compared to our black mage and our white mage, where there's a good chance they'll just get one shot and die. That likelihood is less with a Knight here, so that's why that's a really good reaction ability for them. But he's going to be an absolute powerhouse. I just want to make sure that he has the staples here of speed and power. Heck, you could even take magic and MP now. So he's ready to go. I think we're set. A little nervous for this one, but I think we're ready. We're good to go. And remember, at any point, if you get stuck here, you can just go back to the world map and kind of retool yourself, maybe do a little bit more leveling to get the job done. And this is definitely a fight where it doesn't matter where Ramza is in the formation. Stick him back there. I want my Knight as close as possible. I want my spellcasters. Thing is, our black mage needs to actually be pretty close up there.
Just try and stop me.
Agris is fine, and then our white mage,
Ready.
Stick in the back. I don't really know how this is going to go. I mean, I've done this fight a lot, but
Forward.
I think we're fine. There's chances where this could just go tits up and we're screwed.
By the gods.
I've been waiting for you. Draw your sword, Ramza. Not in the mood? Oh, I hope you will not object to me drawing mine.
I pity you, Wiegraf. More than you can know. What must Milyuda think to see you now? You would sell your soul to the Lucavi to slake your thirst for revenge.
Revenge? You think that is what drives me? I have no such petty concerns.
Remember, he's been transformed. He's made a pact with Lucavi. So he's not entirely all Wiegraf right now. He's got a little bit of that demon also controlling him.
All has been made clear to me. I now understand power's true purpose. It is simple, really. Power is meant for ruling over those who possess it not. I still burn for revolution, of course. As much as I ever did.
Of course.
'Twas that fervent desire that the stone heeded when it answered me in my darkest hour.
There's that use of fervent desire again.
And so, by its will, I shall bring change to this corrupt world. I shall see it reborn. Your time is at an end, Ramza. I shall savor hearing you scream.
Now, Wiegraf here, a lot of status ailments do not work against him, unfortunately. And he hits hard. So he's always going to use Hallowed Bolt. And it does 168 damage. So you could use, whatchamacallit on him? Auto Potion? But you're kind of under a time limit. And Mana Shield did not proc for me there. That's fine. I wonder if it only procs if you're going to die. No, I think it's supposed to proc there. But first thing we're going to do is actually bump or use Steel.
No holding.
Now our Bravery is at 100%. Meaning it's always going to proc our reaction now. We do still want to avoid him, because he just hits hard. So he's going to use Shockwave on us.
It's over!
There we go. Mana Shield proc there. So if you're far enough away from him, he won't use Hollow Bolt. Hollow Bolt is obviously his big hitter, but he still has Shockwave as well. Now, let's go ahead and... So we're going to... If we move, we're going to get a little bit of MP back. So that 4 MP, that'll eat any damage he does to us. In the meantime, I want to bump Ramza's speed up to where we get 2 turns in a row. So that's the goal for our speed. If he can just keep hitting us with Mana Shield, or with Hallowed Bolt, it's never going to break our Mana Shield so long as we keep moving. So the goal here with Ramza, bump up his speed, because he's not going to be able to break our shield. After we get the appropriate amount of speed we want, you then could use Focus here and bump up your physical attack. And you could honestly like cheese the fight to where your Ramza does 999 damage. We're not going to do that. We're not going to go that far, but I do have in mind that I want to have Ramza get 2 turns when it comes to the turn order here. And then, until then, we are just going to keep moving back and forth. Okay, so we have Ramza getting 2 turns. Let's bump up our focus. Let's use focus to bump up our physical attack. Remember, physical attack, that attack stat, it scales with everything as far as our monk, even our healing. So we do want to get our health back to full, because that first shot he got on us. It's going to keep hitting us. So we get 2 turns in a row. Let's go ahead, use Chakra once. And now we're kind of flipping the script as far as the battle. Now we can go on the offensive. And I'll bump up our focus one more time. Okay, he's only level 29. Okay, we're right in the level bracket here. Now, a mistake would be to actually go up to him and punch him, because he has counter. He hits pretty hard. If you want to look at his equipment real quick. Diamond Sword, that's pretty strong there, but yeah, he has counter, so he swings, he'll hit us back, I think it's got to be close to over 100, which is pretty chunky. That'll deplete our MP, and then his next turn, he would be able to fully hit us because our mana shield would be down. So that's a bad idea. So we want to stay, again, at least 1 tile away. Use Aura Blast here. Yes, it only has a 56% chance to hit, but it keeps us safe, and we got it there. So we only need to hit him twice. We need to get him to his critical state, and then that'll progress to the next part of the fight.
Aura Sight is the work of demons, not gods. The Zodiac Braves, they're unholy knights. They are heroes of a false legend.
So we read the scripts of Germany, and it basically said that, yeah, the Zodiac Braves were like a bunch of frauds under Santa Jorah.
All such tales of gods and their miracles are false. Those who would lead prefer that history suit their needs, and rewrite it to see that it does. And why shouldn't they? The masses yearn for gods and miracles. It is their opiate, and they consume it greedily. They do not aspire to greatness, but rather mire themselves in their petty strifes, shackles on the feet of man. Their leaders give them no more than that for which they clamor. It is history's oldest and most oft-repeated tale. Do men exploit this weakness to dominate their fellows? Mayhap they do. But they succeed only because the people are eager to know such dominion.
So he's basically saying that common folk, regular people, they look for authority figures. And the way it's set up in Ivalice, because of the class system, the people they look up to and, they think of as authority are the nobles, because they have the most power, wealth, army, influence, land, whatever you want to call it. They hold dominion.
Gods are only illusions born of man's fear.
And above them, obviously, would be something like the Church of Galapagos and their gods.
It is they who see the charade for what it is and join in the pageantry nonetheless who are to blame.
And you? You did not conquer your fear. You turned to the Aura Sight to find your miracle.
It is because I am weak, because I fear, that I turned to the gods. And in doing so, I learned that there are no gods. In their place, Those you named demons heeded my call. Human and imperfect though I remain, I now possess might enough to reshape the world. What of you, Ramza? Can you claim to be free of weakness and fear?
So yeah, we know Wiegraf's story. He's been through a lot, and I like that he admits that he's weak and he has this fear inside of him. And that's ultimately what the Oversight basically preyed upon when he was at death's door, you know?
No, but I endeavor to be so.
No amount of endeavoring will grant you true power. Or do you presume your Beoulve blood allows you to conquer your failings? No matter. We shall soon see who is the weak and who is the strong.
Oh, we're about to beat your ass. We're just going to keep using Aura Blast on him. We could also use Shockwave. I think Shockwave would probably have a higher chance of hitting him. Yeah, he's just going to keep hitting us with that. That's fine. Let's see if Shockwave has a better chance. It probably does. Yeah, it's a 100% chance. Duh. So one more shot should do it. Which is perfect because we get to go twice. So we'll move here. And then we will bump up our physical attack once. And then move right next to him. Now it doesn't matter if we use an ability this close to him because we're going to finish him off. I just want to see how much our fists are doing. 231. Remember, we swing twice. Now there's that 56 chance that we're going to miss and then he'd counter us. And that could be a problem. So we'll just be safe here. That's phase 1.
You are stronger than I had thought.
Now I like this because Wiegraf as a man tries to best us. And he can't.
You cannot run, Wiegraf. Show yourself!
Why would I run? I command power absolute.
So, couldn't beat us as a man, now he's going to use the stone. That transformation, the sounds they use, that never gets old. That sounds great.
I am your doom.
And then now our party shows up.
You fight alone no more. Then nor shall I. In fellowship as well does power lie.
So these demons here, these lackeys, they are a problem.
Whose might is greater? Now we shall decide.
They are very powerful. Well, they can be a big problem. So we do have to be careful. But also, Elias there. He can cast Cyclops. Okay, we all get basically to go before he does. I'm wondering if I should just throw Ramza straight into the meat grinder. Because I think I want to deal with these demons first. The arc demons. No, I think we'll do some damage to him. Because we're not in range of everybody else. 120. He evaded it. Great. Let's go ahead and haste those two. Ooh, or should we haste our knight? Our knighties are going to be our biggest damage dealer. I think we haste him instead. We just need everybody to spread out because if he drops down here and uses Cyclops on us, that might be it, honestly. Because this is one of those fights where he can do a lot of damage to us. You know what? No, I'll just make sure these two are hasted. And remember, I want to keep my white mage out of trouble, but I think they'll be fine right here. And then we move our black mage up. I'm not so worried about the black mage because we have Agrius, Ramza, and then our white mage that all can use Resurrect. Let's see how fast we can get off a... Ooh, yes. Bahamut, that's good. Or you know what? He's going to use Cyclops. I think we'll use Cyclops. Huh. I didn't know Bahamut actually has a longer cast time, but Cyclops there costs more MP. That's interesting. We're going to use... Oh, wait. No. Maybe that's why. Okay. You can see that Bahamut there has a wider range. So this should also dissuade him from running down here because his AI is going to be like, okay, you don't want to go into that damage. The only thing we need to do here, maybe just cast Protect on herself. And then we'll just move up. We'll see what he does. He could just nuke them all right here. Oh no, he's going straight into it. 403 damage. Now, Agrius is going to be able to handle that. Teleport over there. That's also why teleport's amazing. We can do a lot of damage. So that's going to be 126 times 2. I actually might do a little bit less because right now he's in a cast animation. And we do more damage then. But, man, why don't we just go the whole hog here, huh? Aim 7. It's 400 damage. Oof. It's going to be hopefully around 400 damage. Now, let's go ahead and handle these guys here. Or at least start to do some damage on them. Yes, okay. Here's one down. We killed the one the spell was targeting. Guys, sometimes I'm made of spare parts. Now, Giga Flare, I'm pretty sure this is an immediate cast. Yeah. 100 damage. Okay. I was a little bit worried that that was going to do even more damage. Oh, no. Fudge. Well, there goes our knight.
Time to meet my...
Okay, that's okay. Because we have our... I just want to make sure that we get our Black Mage back up. So we only need to move over 1. Damon's cooked, by the way. Our knight's cooked. we went really hard on the aim there. But that's fine. I should have given him a mana shield just to eat one shot like that. That's fine. So he's gonna go next. Let's just start. Okay, so yeah, that's the other thing too. Because we cast Bahamut, we used up all that mana, even though it didn't go off. 103. I'm wondering if we should target the other demon. Either way, we're gonna have to move. And we don't want to move towards him because he could just punch us and probably kill us. 157. That'll do. Move away. Yeah. Remember, we want to stay spread out. We don't want to get nuked by Cyclops. And then she can stay pretty close. Or can she? Because if he comes up to Agrius here, punches her, takes off the mana shield that we're going to get from Manafort when we move, and then we get hit with a really strong lightning bolt, that might take her out too. We don't want to start snowballing in the everybody going down. So I think we'll just hit him Hallowed Bolt here. And again, just try to keep a little distance. Ramza, on the other hand, take out these guys. This fight's just much more manageable. You don't have those ads sitting there nuking us. Okay, good. Oh, I cut off his chant. That's my bad. But he can keep using that on her. Not a big deal. Now, what we do want to get up there and do is get Damon back up. But we had to be careful about that. So let's go ahead and cast Haste on our White Mage. I think next time, give him those Haste, refresh on Agrius there. But I think next time, for sure, Damon needs to have Mana Shield for these tough fights. So when he can get off those big aim abilities or aim strikes.
Wiegraf, what revolution do you now seek with this dark power?
What revolution seek we now, you ask?
Before, you fought alongside your sister and comrades to bring a new order to the kingdom. But just now, you declared your intent to see the world reborn. And you suggested that it was the will of the stone. What exactly does it bid you do?
So I like to call it like the Lucavi plot. We don't know what that is yet. But they seem to have their own goal in mind, other than just taking the crown of Ivalice, you know?
To shatter bonds and liberate my aim. To those oppressed unjustly, freedom shall I grant. This gift, their justice overdue.
I have a feeling he's not talking about the peasants and common people. Good, let's get Ramza in there. And let's take care of this last demon. Not going to be enough this time around. Get him low. Oof, what do we do with our mage here? Because if we move her in, she's going to get nuked. But we have Ramza there. We have a lot of... We'll just keep doing damage. We have enough, we have all of our rezzers alive. This will be next turn. 100 damage, that's pretty good. Yeah, let's just keep throwing those spells at him. Just consistent damage.
I'm getting started.
Yeah, I know you're just getting started. Now, this should be able to reach Damon over there. Oh, you know, we also should have given him a re-raise. 2 squares. Yes, this will be close enough. Let's find out. Got it. Sweet. Okay, and he's up. He's back, baby. Died immediately.
Wiegraf, how do you mean to achieve this? To grant freedom to the masses?
With power upon downtrodden souls conferred, for all in equal measure power bestowed.
What? But how?
Whence comes my power, daughter of House Oaks? The stone, of course. My fervent most desire it answered, and thus granted might untold.
You would hand out Auracite to the destitute and downtrodden? That's absurd!
So that's basically what he was saying there. He's like, these stones, they kind of equal the playing field. As far as you get the stone, you get a lot of power. That's his idea of an equal world and that they want to basically reshape. And handing stones out to, again, people who are tired of the war, their lives are crap, they probably have a burning desire to see some sort of change. We know that the stones will respond to that sort of emotion.
The Zodiac Braves numbered 12, and each possessed but a single stone. Even were you to obtain them all, it's impossible to do as you claim. Unless...
Now few the Auracite, this much is true. Yet what we lack, we need but form ourselves.
So the idea is to get all the stones, which there are 12, well, there's actually 13. But all the Zodiac ones, the named ones, disperse them.
This is the revolution the stone desires. But it will not come to pass. I will not allow it.
They basically want to disperse all the Zodiac stones to people who will activate them. Because once activated, the Lucavi takes over. And then from there, all 12 of them are on the same page. They can start to reshape the world through their own minions. I mean, they can summon demons. There's no telling what they could do with how much power they have. And again, 12 of them, that's a lot of Lucavi.
Come then.
Okay, Agrius, you need to get in there. Oh, I don't want him to kill Demon. I really want to show him off. I just talked him up so much. He just went in there and died. I tried real hard. Just keep poking away at him. I mean, Ramza's turn here. Thankfully, we're just going to get rid of this guy here. And Ramza is just going to wait here. Again, we don't want to get hit by Cyclops. Oh, he knows. He knows who the problem is. Oh, Agrius. Okay, sure. Yes, okay. Now, okay, so another way that is a really easy way to deal with these Lucavi is to nuke their stats here. Now, it's a 63% chance to destroy his speed, but again, I'm swinging twice. So there's a good chance one of them is going to go off. And you get off at least 1 or 2 of these, and you will just see their turn their turn in the turn order there, just absolutely tank. And you will have all your teammates just go over and over and over again. And then from there, you could nuke their power, their magic. It's a really efficient way to play against these tough bosses, because in this version here, at least on Tactician, these bosses have a lot of health. So if you don't have the capabilities of dealing a lot of damage, it's a completely viable way to play with the knight. And it's why they're so good throughout the game, and they get even better in the late game. He's attacking the worst person, because he can't break Agrias' shield. Alright, now we can just go full DPS on him. I don't know if we can hit him with Holy from here. Oh, we can. Nice. And then just back up. Our Black Mage is kind of in a bad spot. I don't want him to target both of them, but I think he's cooked. I think he's very much done. Let's go ahead and just give Ramza a little bit more speed. Holy goes off. Might as well let's just go all in. I think we have him here. Divine Ruination. Now the big hit, baby. Yeah, he's not dead though. Oh. I think we can get up another Holy. No, we used up all our MP. We gotta work to get that MP back. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we also have Meteor. Shit, I should have shown this off. Remind me for next chapter. Meteor's awesome. I think we maybe used it once. I don't know anymore. These days are blurring together. He's probably just gonna go down and punch her. Yeah, he does a lot of damage. That's okay. Teleport right up to his face. I mean, we're just going all in with damage. Thing is, Ramza needs to get down there, because Ramza can do a lot of damage as well. So let's just keep using Tailwind on him. We're kind of bunching up. I don't want to do that. Those two have Mana Shield, so they're fine. And we have enough to raise her, but we're not in range yet. We'll just hold off. Oh, that's it. Nice. Night, baby!
Is this what it amounts to? My most fervent desire. Where did I err? What should I have done? What could I have done?
Couldn't beat us as a man. Couldn't beat us as a demon.
Forgive me.
This was what's sad about, like, Wiegraf here. We know he was a good guy. The dude, he went through a lot. But now we put him to rest, so.
Alma!
But we're not done yet. There's one more fight. And it's also very annoying. It can be annoying, but it's very short. But I quickly want to touch on some other strategies to beat Wiegraf there. But we got a scene. Just absolutely shredded everybody. Even Isolde there.
Hold on.
My sword. Where is my sword? I must stop him. Stop it. Won't you fetch a taper to kindle some light? It is so dark here.
It's all right. You needn't fight any longer. Rest.
Alma. You are unharmed. I am glad.
See, Isolde here, he wasn't a bad guy. Yeah, he was on board with the church's revolution, but he wasn't a part of the Lucavi plot. He didn't know what the stones could do.
Your brother. Tell him for me. The Auracite. A foul work. Evil. My father. Nay, that was no longer my father. Transformed by the Auracite. One of the Lucavi.
He didn't. So he recognizes the fact that his father was gone, and since he was able to command the stone, kind of like how the Cardinal did, kind of like how Wiegraf did. We've already know that he's made a pact with the Lucavi. Now, what I think is a cool, I guess, attention to detail or mystery is, you see his stone light up, but we don't know what Falmar's Lucavi version looks like. We just see the aftermath here, and he tore up these knights pretty easily, and his own son.
Please, you must save your strength.
Ramza was right. It must be stopped. It could destroy all of Ivalice. Such power. You must tell them. Tell them all. They must cease their fighting. Together they must face a greater threat. Where is my sword? My arm does not heed me.
So if Islud had here a one of the Orsite pieces, it's an interesting conversation. Like, would it be responding to him? Because he's about to die. He's not doing so well.
Be still now. I saw its body in the hall. My brother slew it. It is done.
It is dead. Slain. Then I might rest. In my doublet, there is a stone. You must give it to your brother for me.
So he does have a stone on him. I forgot about that. But it doesn't call out to him.
I will.
Thank you. My eyes are weary. Heavy with sleep. Let me rest them for a little while.
I really like Islud here. He's a great character. Rest in peace, brother.
Whose voice is that? Ah, so here you are. I shall speed you to join the others.
He's just so, like, emotionless. It's kind of creepy.
You needn't fear. Your death shall be quick. Can it be? Wiegraf is felled.
Now, I'm wondering if Alma just lied to Islud there about the Lucavi. I think he did, because right now is when Wiegraf just fell. So she didn't see she didn't see its body in the hallway. I think she was just doing that to comfort him in his final moments.
Your brother is ill luck for us. Now, hold still. What's this? Virgo stirs.
So, the Virgo stone there, that he obviously is holding on to, it has some sort of reaction towards Alma.
You. Could it truly be? Mayhap our luck turns. I should not have thought to find our quarry here. I had feared we might search another century or more and still not find you.
What are you talking about? Release me!
Do not worry, your life is safe. Now, come.
Oh, classic gut punch. Oh, they dropped stone. All right, now we're heading to the roof here. Let's take a quick look at our party. I think we'll keep things the same. Damon is going to be instrumental here because of that teleport ability. Ramza, I don't think he needs mana shield or mana font. I think oh god, he only has movement +1. That's fine. That should be good enough. And then these guys, they're all good too. Maybe
I am here.
Damon should take mana shield just to eat one really powerful blast.
Preparations.
Agrius. we're overkilling it right now. We're literally, this is going to take like a turn or two, this mission, but it can go sour really quick. So let's just get into it. This is probably one that we're going to have to redo if things don't go in our favor, and some of it's out of our control because this is a mission where we have an AI guest that we have to protect. And their AI, it ain't the smartest. Now, question is, this is another situation where Ramza, doesn't matter where you put him, he will, because of the cutscene, he'll just end up somewhere else. I think we want to put Damon here.
I am ready.
We'll just keep our 2 spellcasters down
Just
here.
try and stop me. I shall
And
do
I'm just
my
hoping
best.
that either Damon, our knight, or Ramza will end this fight quickly.
To battle!
Oh, there's the Duke. Almost forgot about him.
After all I've done for you, you now repay me with betrayal? You owe me your life, you ungrateful wretch. You would not stand here today were it not for me. Did you prefer digging through sordid heaps of rubble, or have you already forgotten that?
And of whose making was that rubble? That hellscape? It was you who burnt our village. You who murdered my mother and father and everybody else. It is not with betrayal I repay your deeds. It is with vengeance!
Vengeance? You truly believe that you are capable of exacting vengeance on me?
I like how she pulls out a sword, but she uses like a stick or a staff to hit enemies with, not a sword. It's just like the default weapon that every character has in this game, unless you have a gun.
I am your father, Rafa. The man who raised you from a girl. You cannot kill your own father, though you are welcome to try. You cannot do it. Do you know why? The flesh remembers, Rafa. It remembers fear, cold, and trembling.
This dude is such a creep.
Now cast away that sword and return to my side, where you belong.
It's true, isn't it? You meant the words you spoke just now.
Marak, my son. You too would turn on your father? You truly are an ungrateful lot.
I'll kill him!
Rafa, no!
Mr. President!
Marak! Speak to me! Marak, open your eyes!
Rafa! Marak?
You must be Ramza. I thought you'd be dead by now. Move no further. As for you, Rafa, if you wish to help your brother, bring me the stones he carries. They should be on his person. Check his robes. Very good. Bring them to me. Quickly now, I grow impatient.
Oop, somebody else is here.
Who are you?
Just chucks him off the castle
I wonder
roof.
if you would not relinquish the stones to me instead.
Now that is the Marquis. Remember, he's supposed to be dead. We made sure to read that tavern rumor before we got to this mission. How is he here?
Marquis Elmdor? What are you doing here?
Take note here.
No, dear. This is not a game of hide the stones. Bring them here.
Look at his sprite, real close now.
Guard yourself, Rafa! They are not human!
So, air blows back. There's obviously some sort of gash wound, something that like looks very inhumane, as in, how are you alive with that sort of wound? So, he went through something.
Ah, the Beoulve boy, Ramza. But no, I am not the Marquis Messam Elmdor. Leastwise, I am not any longer. I suppose I owe you my thanks. Forgive me for not expressing my gratitude sooner. I would have you know that I am not a violent man like Falmarv. Will you not yield the stones of your own accord? I do so hate to see blood spilt needlessly.
So he is friends with Falmarv, or at least he's in league with him.
Spare me the struggle, and I shall be glad to ask Falmarv to return your young sister.
What have you done with her?
Nothing just yet. But if you would have her back, then hand me the stones.
No, Rafa. They must not go to him.
An adoring brother you must be, to trade your sister for stones. You Beoulves are nothing if not dutiful. Now, there are times when one must be ruthless, but I fear you will regret this decision. I dare say your victories over Cardinal Delacroix and Wiegraf have left you brimming with confidence. Why negotiate when you can simply strike us down? That is your thinking, is it not?
Yeah, we're thinking that.
Very well. Loath though I am to harm needlessly, you leave me no choice. Celia, Letty, a hand, if you'd be so kind.
He's got a polite nature about him. A little unnatural though, a little creepy. So in this fight here, we gotta protect Rafa. Why? I don't know. She will just run in there and get killed. Or they will target her down and they will kill her.
Ready.
That is a possibility. All we need to do in this fight though is put one of those characters in a critical state. And that's it. That's why it's really important to get early in the turn here. This should do it. But they get a turn. Let's just go ahead and do it. Try to hit him with Holy. He's kind of giving us a little sneak peek of what these three are all about. Celia, don't you dare. Oh my god, she's gonna die. No, she's not gonna die.
I must concentrate.
Got some time here. We basically have, because she's not gonna live through Ultima there, but we can hit her with Shockwave. Oh, that'll heal her. Well, shoot. Okay, we can move closer and use Aura Blast instead. Why that'll heal her? Let's take a look at her equipment real quick. Because I believe she has Earth Robes, or Gaia Gear there. So that absorbs Earth damage, that's Shockwave. Aura Blast, on the other hand, should hit. And then this, on top of Holy, fights in the back. Which is good. That gets really dicey there for a second. But our other strategy was going to have Damon there because he has teleport right behind one of them and just cut him down. But we don't have to resort to that. Should be over right here. She goes down on the knee and that's it.
Marquis Elmdor, you were a hero of the 50 Years' War. A man hailed by allies as the Silver Prince, even as he was feared by foes as the Silver Demon. And after the conflict, not only did you devote yourself to rebuilding the kingdom, you advocated for our returning soldiers to receive due recompense. It saddens me to think that such an honorable soul has fallen for the lure of power, like Wiegraf and the Cardinal before you.
I'll not deny it, even should it earn me scorn. Such was my despair that when the end came, I could not help but yearn for power.
So, probably a similar situation to Wiegraf there, where was about to die, a lot left undone, even though, by all accounts, he was a good guy, a good leader. But again, the corruption of holding the Orsite, having the Lucavi make a pact with you to save your life for power, just couldn't turn it down.
Despair? At what?
The injustice of war. I've been made to feel it keenly. Through both the 50 Years' War and that which the two lines now wage. In the name of the crown, I have led soldiers into full many battles. Yet even when I seized victory, I knew naught but emptiness in my heart.
Now, he's an interesting character to talk about because, again, a good guy, at least through his history. But just the years of constant war, there's a lot of baggage building up in his subconscious, somewhere in the back of his mind, that then could be preyed upon by the stone.
As blood ran, rivers and fields lay strewn with corpses, ever did I wonder, could we not have set our blades aside? That's enough amusement for one night. Celia, Letty, we take our leave.
I like Celia and Letty there. They have they use the dancer model.
If you wish to claim
haven't
the
unlocked
aura
yet.
site I hold, you had best make your way to Limbury. I shall await your coming there with bated breath.
Teleports away. Now they have the dancer sprite model, but their job is not dancer. It's like assassin.
Marak.
I'm glad we got rid of, I'm glad we got that encounter done without having to redo it, because that can be annoying in there.
Look, Marak. A new dawn has risen. Can you see it? So often we sat together talking, waiting for the coming of first light. We'd share fond memories of the past and our dreams of the future. We decided that when the war ended, we would go back and visit our village. You remember, Marak? Don't you? Tell me you do, please. Tell me you'll still go. Please open your eyes. I beg you. I beg you.
Wait for me, Alma.
Uh-oh.
What's this?
Scorpio. Does it resonate with her heart?
I would say she's in a state of having a fervent desire.
Wiegraf's heart was full of despair and rage, and those feelings twisted him into a Lucavi. Could Rafa's grief for Marak also cause her to transform?
You grieve for him as well. Thank you.
No, Rafa! The stone is dangerous. You must cast it away.
Throw it into the fire.
What?
Marak?
He's alive.
Rafa? What happened? Why am I here?
So we're getting another layer to Oresight and how it works.
Oh! Marak! Thank the gods you're alive!
Oh, do you mean to suffocate me?
He's still like the worst brother. It's like, dude, I don't forgive you. And that's the end of chapter 3. Well, we're not done yet.
A voice called to me in that land of pure white light. Whose it was, I cannot say, but it was not Rafa's.
And I don't think it was a Lucavi.
Return, it said to me. Return to the one whose heart beats true. To the one who loves you.
Another Zodiac stone. But why would it be here? I thought Auracite a product not of godly fashion, but an issue of hands far fouler. A tool of dark design, for the Lucavi to propel our world into chaos.
I know not by whose hands it came to be, but I do not think its evil inherent. I believe it is the wielder who gives its power shape.
So, depending on your fervent desire.
I'll save you, Alma. Come what may.
So some like desire like Rafa had there, it was altruistic, it was full of love for her brother. And it answered her. Something answered her on the other side. Because remember, the Oversight it's a gateway to some other dimension under the earth, another plane of existence, the heavens, hell, either or. And so Rafa's desire allowed a more, I would say, benevolent being, we'll just call them angels of some sort, the Scions of Light, to respond and bring back Merrick there. Whereas when Wiegraf, the Cardinal, Fulmarv, their desires are self-serving, easily corruptible, and that opens the way for the Lucavi to respond, and obviously then make a pact to metaphysic their way into this world through their vessel, their body.
Frustration with the stalemate growing, the Order of the Northern Sky recalled its full force from the war's now expansive front. They marched on Fort Besselat, with plans to turn the tide of the war. The final battle was close at hand.
Fort Besselat, that has been brought up a lot. And now that's where they're going to basically try to end the war once and for all. We get some more party members. We're going to take both of them.
Thank you, Ramza.
But I gotta tell you, they're gonna be sitting at the bottom of our roster, never gonna see the light of day. I don't like their unique job.
I have never seen such slaughter. There are corpses at every turn. What in the world happened here?
That your sister isn't here might be considered a blessing.
Indeed. This is truly dreadful.
They had her in the castle, I am sure of it. They must have taken her elsewhere during the fighting. 3 men from the Templars arrived not long before you. 2 of them were accounted for, correct?
Yes. One was Wiegraf, whom the Auracite had transformed into a Lucavi. I saw him die.
Yeah, we did that.
Then there was the young knight, Isolde. He appears to have died fighting whatever wrought this carnage. Alma must have been taken by the third, whoever he is.
And we know that's Fulmarv.
You said that these men act under direct order of High Confessor Marcel himself. If so, this abductor surely means to return with your sister to Moland, the seat of the Church's power.
We'll talk more about Mulan next episode.
I wonder. I do not think their High Confessor knows the true power of the stones.
So this is what we talked about a little bit earlier, where there is the Church's plot, and then there's the Lucavi plot. So how much information does the High Confessor know about the Lucavi plot? We don't know yet.
Consider this. Wiegraf did not know their secret until he struck his bargain with the Lucavi at death's door. And by the look of things, Isolde died fighting the Lucavi.
What do you mean?
By inciting this war and utilizing the legend of the Zodiac Braves, the Church can sway the people and broaden its influence. This may well be the High Confessor's grand design, but I sense the Knights Templar and Marquis Elmdor seek the stones for their own ends.
So there are others who exploit the High Confessor's ambition?
Marquis Elmdor mentioned a man, Fulmarv. Might he be the one who took your sister?
Fulmarv. That is the name of the commander of the Knights Templar. He is the High Confessor's right hand, and an ambitious man. Like we have, he sullies his own hands that his masters may remain clean.
He is the key.
What will you do?
Whatever their reasons for abducting Alma, she must be worth more to them alive than dead. I travel to Zeltenia. There I will seek out Count Orlando, whom my Lord Father considered a friend.
So that's the area controlled by the Order of the Southern Sky.
Once he has read the scriptures of Germanique, I am hopeful that he will lend his aid in exposing the Church's plot. And I will also seek out Delita. He may well know something.
And there is Delita in all this. What does he know about the Church's plans? How much is he going along with it? He's been in contact with Fulmarv. Does he know about the Lucavi plot?
You speak of Delita Hyral. He succeeded Baron Grimm's in leading the Black Ram Knights, did he not? Even allowing for the war, his rise through the ranks has been so expeditious as to invite suspicion.
I suspect that the Church and the Knights Templar manipulate Delita from behind the scenes. If I were to guess, they use him as a figure to garner public favor, that they might expand their military influence.
So planting Delita there to, again, gain notoriety and reputation among the Order of the Southern Sky.
Yet how privy he is to their plot, whether he knows aught of Elmdor or Fulmarv, I cannot say.
Chapter 4, In the Name of Love. Now, all these chapters, I believe, are a reference to Queen, the band. Matsuno, the original director, huge fan of Queen, as in their music. Now we're at Zeltenia. This is where we're going. We're planning to go.
Welcome home, my lord.
Yes. Home. You're well?
I am, thank you.
Now keep in mind, Cid here, Elmdor, the Cardinal, these are all men who have fought in the 50-Year War. So they're people of notoriety who have been around Ivalice for a good amount of time.
What news of the war?
So there's going to be a lot of parallels between them.
None good, as you know well enough. The war with Ordalia has nigh bled us dry, and now we are poised to finish the job ourselves. Conviction found us. Supplies fail to arrive, and desertion is rife. War is a dirty enough affair when you know who your enemies are, but this... it's no way to fight. I fear I no longer inspire the solidarity I once did. Would that my good name were our only casualty.
I should think Duke Goltana's name in greater peril. They say his other lords bannermen remain here only because you do.
So people still respect the hell out of Cid.
Leave such foolish talk to fools. When a member of House Orlando pledges his lord fealty, he honors that oath, though it cost him his life. While you have been adopted by House Durai, you are still my son. I expect you to uphold the values of our line.
I'm sorry. I spoke overmuch.
Words are wind. Now this errand I set you to, I would hear of it.
The reports are true, my lord. One crystal was discovered beneath Gorg by the machinist and his son.
Remember, they're trying to unearth what the Church is doing, get hard evidence to use it against them.
Another was found by the late Cardinal, in the ruins at Zelmonia. Both are indeed Auricide, by all accounts. They are presently in the care of our young noble friend, but not for long should the Knights Templar have their way.
Barbaneth's son. Branded heretic to ease his capture, I do not doubt. Do our ears in Malond hear nothing?
They hear, perhaps, but have fallen silent.
I love how Cid here, he's an honorable guy, you know. He's very upstanding, knight, chivalry, general. But he has his own spies. He's not an idiot.
If only we had some evidence of the High Confessor's plot, we might put an end to his machinations in this war.
Ooh.
This shall not long remain hidden from their gaze.
So this is what I was referring to with all these old war heroes that some of them had these stones.
And then the storm will be upon us. For the Thunder God, it may be his last.
What does that mean for Sid there and Orin? We don't know yet. This is a huge change in the game. Some of you who didn't play the original might be like, okay, Ramza's got a new job. That's cool. If it's going to plot where we're going, we're about to wrap this video up, but I do want to talk about Ramza's job name, because that has been a highly requested feature since the OG game. And that's because it always felt really weird that you get all these unique characters, they have these cool job names and stuff, yet Ramza's job the entire time was Squire, even though he came with abilities like Tailwind, Chant, Steal, and now we have Shout as well. Grab Shout, by the way, it's amazing. But again, he was just always a Squire. That was his unique job, and it just always felt like really weird. It's like, I don't want to put Ramza as a Squire. Squire is like it's lower than a Knight. It's like a Cadet. And in this version of the game, they've upgraded his job title to Gallant Knight in the 4th chapter, which Gallant Knight is the title that his father held. So not necessarily officially, I would say he would have this title, but spiritually and through what he is doing beyond, you know, the realms of men, he is a Gallant Knight. I love this change, just in the name. And I think it's just a great thing that the developers did, knowing that this has been kind of a pet peeve of the players, that again, Ramza's been a Squire this entire time. Now he's a Gallant Knight. That is awesome. That is awesome. Sorry. But also his sprite model got changed too. This one's okay. I liked his chapter 2 and 3 one, but that is it for chapter 3, guys. A lot to chew through. I think next episode we will get to, I think, level 32. I want to get Ramza here comfortably in Samurai, so we can show Samurai off. We'll talk a little bit about that. Agrias here, I think she will go to Geomancer, and then one of these two is going to become a Dancer. And so we got a lot of things to change up, which means we need JP. So around 32, maybe 31. But yeah, that's it for chapter 3, guys. I will see you for chapter 4. I can't believe we're already on chapter 4. This playthrough's like blowing by, and it's kind of scary because I kind of just don't want it to end. But that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Peace and take care. Also, don't forget to comment on anything you see here, because there's a lot to talk about. A lot of questions, a lot of plot developments going on, and it's a little bit messy. Okay, bye.